Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Alexandra. I'm a mother of 8. I've got 4 boys and 4 girls aged from 23 to 3, and I'm now 44 years old and I am pregnant with my 9th baby, and I am currently 15 weeks pregnant. So I've finished going through the first trimester, and today I just wanted to share with you what the first trimester was like as a woman in her mid-30s being pregnant. If you are here for the vlogs, then fear not, there will be a vlog uploaded on Thursday, hopefully, should be. But yes, for now I'm just going to do a pregnancy update, let you know how the first trimester has gone, and also let you know what kind of things that I'm eating and the supplements that I'm taking in order to feel as well as I do. So if you can hear some shouting in the background today, that is because I've told my sons to clean up their room, and they're now currently arguing over that, so you might hear a bit of that in the background. Right, so with this pregnancy, I've felt very aware of my age, and because of that I have really focused on eating healthily. And healthy means different things to different people. Now, some people might think it's healthy to have a vegan diet. I absolutely do not feel that. I was vegan for 8 years, and for me that does not make me feel healthy at all. So for me, a healthy diet means having lots of good quality dairy that's organic and unpasteurized. That's like one of the main things that I focus on, and good quality grass-fed meat, and a few fruits and vegetables, but that's not my main focus. And I'm always trying to eat organic because I don't want to have my body deal with the extra toxins from all the pesticides and stuff. So I just want food that's very nourishing and easily absorbable. So later on in this video I'm going to actually take my blood pressure. I haven't taken it this whole pregnancy, but I will take my blood pressure, and you can see how my blood pressure is on this high animal fat diet. I'll do that later on. So I've eaten healthily, and I think that has really helped me feel as well as I have throughout this pregnancy. I've completely cut out all grains as well, apart from sourdough. So sometimes I'll have sourdough bread or sourdough pancakes and so on, but other than that I'm not eating any grains at all because they are anti-nutrient and they just suck all the nutrients away from you. So that's why I'm avoiding grains. So the first trimester has gone very well. It's been pretty much the same as it has been with all my other pregnancies from when I was in my 20s, 30s and now 40s. They've all pretty much felt the same. I haven't had any morning sickness. I've never had morning sickness, and you may think, oh wow, you're so lucky, but not really, because instead of morning sickness what I do get is really severe headaches, really bad, every single day, 24 hours a day. And it's just a hormonal thing, I think. So yeah, although I'm not being sick, I do have to put up with those headaches, and I think that contributes to feeling quite tired at times, just dealing with that constant pain. So usually around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I will have a massive wave of exhaustion and just not be able to keep my eyes open. Literally, I can be sitting there talking to somebody and I will start falling asleep. I just cannot help it at that point, and I just have to have a little sleep for about half an hour, and then I feel back to normal, absolutely fine. And yeah, that lasted throughout the whole first trimester, but that's gone now. Now I have good energy levels all day long. Luckily, I have got teenage children that will help out with the younger ones when I need to have that half an hour nap, so that is a luxury, and I've been very appreciative of that. My bump started to show almost immediately after conception. Just a couple of weeks later, I had a bump straight away, and I don't know if that's my age or whether that's just because I've had so many babies. Probably the latter, I would say. But yes, my bump is quite large, and some people were saying, oh, maybe you're having twins and stuff, but I have listened to the baby's heartbeat and I can definitely only find one, so I'm pretty sure there's just one baby, but I just happen to have a very big bump already. So other than the headaches and the sleepiness at 3 or 4 in the afternoon and the bump, there have been no other symptoms at all. If I didn't have the bump, if it was my first pregnancy and I didn't have the bump, I wouldn't know I was pregnant. I would just think I had terrible headaches. But yeah, I won't take any painkillers, so they're just something that I know that I have to put up with, and I know it will end after the first trimester. So I just put up with it and didn't take any painkillers. I would just sometimes smell some lavender oil or put a bit of magnesium oil on my head. Sometimes that helped a bit, or chamomile tea, that helps sometimes, but generally just put up with it. And even though I got a fairly big bump during the first trimester, I hadn't put on any weight, so it was just literally my shape changing and adjusting and getting prepared for the pregnancy ahead. Some people can tell straight away whether they're having a boy or girl with their intuition, but I do not have that ability at all. Whenever I feel like, oh, you know, I really feel like this is a girl or whatever, I am always wrong every single time. And this time I really feel like I'm having a boy. So we'll see. It's probably not. I honestly don't mind. I first was able to hear the heartbeat at 9 weeks. I was trying from 7 weeks. And I know that there are risks using a Doppler at home, and I am aware that they can heat up inside your uterus. So I am very aware of that and only have a very quick sort of scan around, and if I can't hear it then I just put it away. I just a couple of minutes, and yeah, if I can't hear it then I just put that away. But at 9 weeks I managed to find the heartbeat, and that was a massive relief because I have had so many miscarriages. So it was just very reassuring to hear that heartbeat, because I've never had a miscarriage past the point of being able to hear the heartbeat. So that was good. Then at about 12 weeks, I could sometimes feel a very gentle bit of movement from the baby. But that is only because I've had lots of babies before and I know really well what I'm, you know, looking out for with that. And now, I think from 14 weeks, I could start to feel the baby have hiccups, which is so lovely. It's really sweet. It's just really lovely and very reassuring when you get to the point where you can feel the baby moving. That just makes me feel so much more at ease. So like I said, now I'm at 15 weeks. I'm in the second trimester and I feel a lot better. I don't have my headaches anymore. Never feel sick anyway. I feel absolutely fine and energy levels are perfect. So yeah, everything is going very, very well at the moment and I'm very happy. And I just hope that the third trimester is not too exhausting, but I'm going to maintain my healthy diet, avoiding all processed foods and sugar and blah blah blah, and hopefully I will be able to continue feeling good. I have not had any scans, I have not seen a midwife or a doctor or anything like that. I just want to do this pregnancy on my own. I've been through many pregnancies before and I know what I'm doing, and I just don't see the point in going and seeing a medical professional when I'm not ill. So I'm just going to carry on with this pregnancy on my own, unless of course I feel like I'm concerned about something. Now I will do my blood pressure. Let's see what that's like on this high animal fat diet and being pregnant at 44. So there we go, it's 116/75 with a pulse of 79. Okay, so that just shows you that my blood pressure is lovely, very good, and my diet seems to be working for me. Obviously everybody's different, and I'm not an expert or nutritionist or anything like that, but I'm just saying that it's working for me. Now I'm just going to go through the supplements that I've been using throughout this pregnancy. Right, so the first supplement that I always begin taking when I get pregnant is, well, maybe even sometimes before I'm pregnant, is folate. So I'm going to read a little bit about why you need folate from this book. It's called The Nourishing Traditions Book of Baby and Childcare, and this is an excellent book. I'll leave a link below if you're interested in getting it, and it tells you exactly what vitamins and minerals you need for your pregnancy and why you need them. So folate is, I won't read it all, but it just says it's necessary for the production of new DNA, and new DNA is needed for new cells. The growing life within the womb engages in constant cell division, and the mother must expand her blood supply with the production of new red blood cells as well. These activities demand a generous supply of folate. Adequate folate intake prevents neural tube defects of the brain and spinal cord, and increases birth rate. It may also prevent spontaneous abortion, mental retardation, and deformations of the mouth, face and heart. Yes, if you are pregnant then, and it's your first trimester, make sure you are taking folate, or make sure you're having enough food that contains folate in it. Don't take folic acid, it's not the same, and it's not absorbed as well as folate. So yeah, take some folate. The next thing I take is iron. I always get anemic when I'm pregnant, so I know just to start taking iron straight away. I cannot take normal iron pills because they will just make me so constipated that, you know, it's horrendous. So yeah, I take these ones. This is Spartone, and this is just a sachet of iron-rich water. I'm taking 1 sachet a day, and I'm taking that throughout the whole first and second trimester, and then when I get to the third trimester I will probably be taking 2 sachets a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, because yeah, it doesn't feel good to be anemic. That leaves you with absolutely no energy, headaches, and I get headaches anyway in the first trimester, so yeah, dizziness, just feeling weak, cold, it's horrible. So it's good to keep your iron levels up. Next supplement I take is vitamin D3. Now I live in England, and we generally just don't get enough vitamin D from the sun anyway. So, and this year has been particularly bad for natural vitamin D from sunlight, because it's just been freezing cold, raining, windy. I mean, no one wants to go outside. And then some of the things it says about vitamin D in this book is that there is evidence that vitamin D plays a role in lung development, and it probably plays a much larger role in fetal development in general due to vitamin D's interaction with vitamin A. Adequate levels of vitamin D protect the newborn from tetany, convulsions and heart failure. So yes, you can also include foods in your diet which will give you lots of vitamin D as well. So you can get vitamin D from cod liver oil and fatty fish, fish eggs, shellfish and grass-fed butter, eggs, egg yolks and lard. So I am getting a lot of vitamin D from my diet as well. But I still do take that because, as I said, I live in England. It's been a particularly grey, cold year, and I really feel like I need that. Another supplement that I always take when I'm pregnant is magnesium. This stuff helps with your bowel movements if you are prone to being constipated during pregnancy. So you can take 1 to 2 of these a day. I take 2 a day, and that just really helps. I make these capsules. These are made from dehydrated beef liver, it's raw, but yeah, just dehydrated as it's raw. So you're keeping as many nutrients in there as you can. Some people just like to cut up raw beef liver into tiny cubes and freeze them and take them as pills. That's another way to take it. Or you can just literally eat a tiny amount of the raw liver on its own, but I can't bear that. Or you can put a bit of raw liver in a smoothie, but again, I cannot bear that. So for me, the best way to take it is in these capsules. Now, yeah, a lot of medical people will say that you shouldn't be taking liver, you shouldn't be having any foods that are high in vitamin A. However, I feel that vitamin A is very important for you when you are pregnant. I'll read a little bit from this book again, and it says there have been experiments that have been done on laboratory animals where they have had pregnant animals have a vitamin A deficiency, and it has resulted in spontaneous abortion, prolonged labour and death of the mother and her offspring during labour, eye defects including the complete absence of eyes, defects of the snout, dental arches and lips, displacement of internal organs including the kidneys, ovaries and testes, and deafness due to degeneration of the nervous system. So obviously you do not want to be deficient in vitamin A, because it is so important for a baby's development. So it says it is especially important for the development of the communication systems between the sense organs and the brain. These systems are highly compromised in tragic conditions like autism. Even mild vitamin A deficiency compromises the number of functional units called nephrons in the kidneys, which could predispose a person to poor kidney function later in life. Yeah, and it goes on, loads more to read about why you should not be deficient in vitamin A when you're pregnant. It's very important. So yes, I will carry on taking my liver capsules because I just feel it's so essential. Another thing I've been taking is butter oil. I started taking this because I'm trying to heal a dental cavity, and yeah, that's why I'm taking that, but I'm sure, you know, it's going to be beneficial for my overall health and therefore the pregnancy anyway. And I'm also taking some cod liver oil. Again, that was originally, I was taking that for my tooth and healing that cavity. And I'm taking this one called, it's by Rosita, I don't know. And it is premium extra virgin cod liver oil, wild and raw, no heat or chemicals used, ancient extraction method. And it's very expensive, but I was really wanting to get the best quality cod liver oil that I could get, because I've read so many different articles about whether cod liver oil is good for you or not, and I feel that, you know, it does have its benefits, but you really want to make sure that it is from a place where they take the purity seriously, and you don't want to be having one that's got any mercury in it and stuff like that. So that's why I pay a lot for this one. I am prone to getting urinary tract infections during pregnancy, so I've had a lot in my lifetime, so I recognise the symptoms very early on, and as soon as I get those symptoms I just start taking some cranberry tablets, and I've got these ones which are really high strength ones, so I'll take those for a few days, not even a week, and the symptoms will completely go. So that's how I now avoid even getting a urinary tract infection, because as soon as I get those symptoms I'll just do that and it will go. And as I said earlier, in the first trimester I get horrendous headaches and I don't take painkillers, so I sometimes just get a bit of magnesium oil, spray it on my temples and rub it in, and that can really help. And also I like to have an Epsom salt bath. It's just very relaxing when you're pregnant to have an Epsom salt bath, and it draws out all the toxins and it's just lovely and takes away headaches and makes you sleep a lot better as well, so that's perfect. And the last thing that I wanted to show you is stretch mark oil. Now I do have a few stretch marks already, you know, this is my 9th baby, so I do have a few stretch marks, but I want to prevent getting any more, and also this can diminish the ones you already have. And I hate it when you get really big and your skin is feeling dry and itchy on your bump. So I'm just using a little bit of this every evening, massaging it into my tummy, and it smells amazing, really lovely. And this is an organic one, and I think it's actually biodynamic as well, which is great. I love biodynamic stuff. Hopefully at the end of this pregnancy I will end up with less stretch marks than I started with. That would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but at least I hopefully won't have any more. I read loads of reviews on this, and the amount of women that said that they used this throughout their whole pregnancy and they didn't have a single stretch mark at the end. So it sounds like good stuff, and it really smells amazing and absorbs nicely. I'm 15 weeks and this is how big my bump is already. Can you believe that? Huge. Absolutely huge. Thank you so much for watching this pregnancy video, and please subscribe if you haven't already, because I will do a couple more pregnancy videos in the future. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer any questions. Yeah, subscribe, and I do lots of family vlogs. I do videos on homeschooling and recipes and all different things. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you again very soon. Bye.